Good morning, Year 5. Happy Monday, and I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Welcome to your PSHE lesson for this week. So today, obviously the last few lessons we've been thinking about our dreams and goals in regards to jobs and aspirations we have for the future. Today we're going to think about what dreams and goals there might be for people around the world or other people in our country as well. So maybe in slightly different cultures or parts of our country. And then we're also going to think about how we can rally support to help these people accomplish their achievements, or to help them better themselves, or to just help them in general. Okay? First of all, we are going to start with some total recall. So can you fill in the gaps, or can you complete the missing words? So 3 ways jobs can also be known as. 3 different words for jobs. One beginning with C, one beginning with O, one beginning with P. The money that someone earns from working is called their something beginning with W. And if you are paid a fixed amount every month, that is called a something beginning with S. So just have a quick think. Can you remember all these words from a few weeks ago? Okay, let's have a look at the answers. So a job can be called a career, an occupation, sorry, that shouldn't have the AL on it, or a profession. Money someone earns from working is called their wage, and if you're paid a fixed amount every month, that is called a salary. So well done if you remembered all of those words. So a quick recap, as I've just mentioned, you have been thinking about your dreams and goals in the sense of what job or occupation you want in the future. You have looked at the skills that are needed for these certain jobs and the reasons why you might choose a certain job, whether it is because of your love for that area of work or the money that it makes. And then you had a little browse of different jobs available to you today and had to think about the different sectors that they come under. However, aspirations, dreams and goals aren't always about what jobs we want. That can be a big part of it. Your aspiration is what you're working towards. It incorporates everything that you love. But people can have other dreams and goals to life. And they can be very, very different all over the world. Okay? So we're going to have a look a bit more into that today. What I would like you to do now is just pause this video. And I want you to watch this clip. It's 5 minutes long. If you just put into Google BBC Learning Clip Evangeline, it will come up with the link for you. I want you to watch the clip about Evangeline's life in rural Kenya. And then I just want you to have a think about these questions. How is Evangeline's life similar to yours? How is it different? What dreams and goals might Evangeline have? And how are these dreams and goals similar or different to yours? So just have a pause. Google the BBC Learning Clip Evangeline and just have a watch and think about these questions. And welcome back. So you should have noticed some similarities and differences to Evangeline's life. So for example, Evangeline goes to school every day, she learns every day, maybe she walks to school if you walk to school, so that would be another similarity. Some differences, she has to go and collect her water, okay, she doesn't have running taps like us. She has to do the farming, so whereas here we have farming as a job and certain people own the farms and do the farming for us, everyone in this area of Kenya that Evangeline lives is a farmer and farms their own food. Okay, what did you think about the dreams and goals Evangeline might have? So obviously we don't know for sure, but we can interpret that maybe Evangeline would like to be a proper farmer when she is older, continue this farming, but she may have bigger aspirations to be a doctor or a teacher, especially if she loves her learning at school. But then she may also have goals not quite to do with her job. Maybe she would want to be able to provide running water for a family, or provide fresh food for her family when she's older, or live somewhere with electricity. As you notice, their entertainment in the evening would have been very different. They were having to entertain each other. They don't have electricity, so they don't have things like TVs and phones. And although she maybe doesn't know about these things, that maybe become a dream or a goal of hers for the future. So it's not always about the job and occupation that you want when you're older. Why might we want to support people in other countries, or even other people in our own country? Why would we want to help support people and rally support? Well, we like to think of supporting people to help provide them with things that maybe they can't afford or they don't have, depending where they live in the country or in the world. So things such as better homes. Some areas of the world are very poor. They don't have brick warm homes like us, okay? They may have houses made of straw, houses made of mud, okay? So we like to provide them with the opportunity to build better and stronger houses. We might want to support people by providing them with food and drink so that they can survive, okay? Even people and children in our own country. Some people are very poor and can't afford the best food, and in other countries don't have the running water and have to fetch their own water that maybe isn't as fresh as it could be. We want to provide people with the clothes so that they are warm and dry and fresh. We want to provide people with health care so that when they are poorly, they can get the care that they need. Okay, and they're not struggling and becoming weaker from being poorly. They are able to get the help, maybe without having much money. And we also, for some people, it's about protecting them from other people or situations that might be putting them in danger. And how can we do this? Can you think of any ways that we come together to support people in our country and in other countries? I'm going to show you a quick clip, and as you can see there, it is on the Comic Relief page, and this is the advert for this year. But it's only a minute, but I want you to listen to what Dame Judi Dench just say through the beginning of it.
What is it to be human?
Oops, sorry.
What is it that connects us? Why are we so divided? 7 billion people on the planet, 7 billion hearts and minds, each of us with different desires, opinions, dreams. But the one thing that unites us all is that this is pretty funny.
Really?
Okay, so that is the campaign for this year's Comic Relief in March. And that is one of the things that we do to help provide and give things back to those that really need it around the world. So obviously Comic Relief, Sport Relief alongside that, Children in Need, and Live Aid, which happened back in the 80s. And we have all these things, and they help fundraise millions and millions of pounds to help people around the world who are in poverty or who are struggling, to give them the necessities and the dreams of having these stronger houses, or fresh water, or better food, or clothes to keep them warm. Okay, and just to reiterate again, that's not just in other countries. This is for people in our country as well. So Live Aid was a concert, a benefit concert in 1985, set up by Bob Geldof, to raise money, and as you can see here it says Feed the World. Okay, and many big artists and bands came to play at this concert. They sold thousands and thousands of tickets, so they would have made money from the tickets, and then these massive bands and artists, singers came and sung on the stage. It was broadcast on the telly around the world, and people rang in, donated money, and they were able to, this was mainly for Africa, this one, it was to feed the poor, and just provide them with some more money for food. We then have Red Nose Day, or comic relief. Okay, so this is where obviously comic relief, it tries to bring in the comedy side of things. It was originally all to do with comedy. Comedy relief, raising money through doing things funny. But a variety of things happen on these days. So here I've included a picture of a bunch of celebrities climbing Kilimanjaro, okay, one of the highest mountains in the world. And they've done this twice in 2 years actually. So this was the 2019 selection of celebrities, and they go out their way to raise money by climbing these things. Lots of other things happen. We also have children in need. So in schools we dress up for children in need, don't we? We donate money, we raise money by that. People do bake sales. We have Children in Need, the programme. So we have things like Strictly Come Dancing, or the phone calls for the votes, or the money goes to children in need. You have the cycling one that Matt Baker does with the children, where they cycle around the country raising money for that. Back to Red Nose Day. In schools we also raise money by having Red Hair Day or Funny Hair Day. And then we have sport relief. So we have like Soccer Aid, where a mixture of professional footballers and celebrities play against each other. We have things like the Great Sport Bake Off, so a bit like normal Bake Off, but it's the celebrities doing it to raise money. And here are just some pictures of over the years of different amounts that these programmes make, and they make millions. 55 million, 50 million, 78 million. I think one year Comic Relief made over £100 million. Okay, and all in all, since these programmes started, Children in Need and Comic Relief, I think back in the 80s, they've made nearly £1 billion over the years of doing these events. So events like these help fundraise money to help others in our country and all around the world, provide them with better things, and then hopefully by having these better things they are able to stretch out and do things and have more things than they would normally be able to, and eventually be able to reach their dreams, goals and aspirations in the future, just like you have. Whether that's a dream of a certain job, or whether that's a dream of just owning something or having something in the future. So your task today is to create an event that could raise money for people around the world or in our country and help them improve their lives to then achieve their dreams and goals. So you need to think of an event in your head. You could use the ideas of Red Nose Day, Comic Relief, Sport Relief and that, and kind of interpret from that. And for your task you need to design a poster advertising your event. And I want you to think about the name of your event. What's your event going to include? Okay, what's going to happen at your event? Is it going to be a mixture of things, or is it a specific thing such as dancing or football? I'll come back to that in a minute to give you an idea. How is it going to raise money? So your event, how are you going to be earning earning the money in? Are you going to be selling tickets for the event? Is it something that people need to donate for? Do you need to get sponsored for it? And who is it going to benefit? Who is this money that you're fundraising going to benefit? So you need to kind of advertise that on your poster so people know. So as an example, maybe if you wanted to do kind of a dance-a-thon or a dance charity event, you could use the similar name, so we could call it Dance Aid or Dance Relief or something like that. So you'd have a nice big title at the top. Your dance is going to include maybe a 24-hour non-stop dance-a-thon. Maybe professional dancers coming in, teaching people, maybe performing to people. It could be loads of variety of dance things. How is it going to raise money? Maybe you're going to sell tickets so people can come and watch. Maybe you are going to be sponsored for the dance-a-thon. Okay, so everyone that wants to be involved with the dance-a-thon needs to get as many sponsors as possible. And who is it going to benefit? Okay, what is it going to do? Is it going to go towards building homes in a certain country? Is it going to go towards providing food for people in our country? Okay, so I want you to think about these things and create a really nice eye-catching poster for your charity event that you can come up with in your head. Okay, remember to take a photograph of your work when you finish, send it through to your teacher for an extra point towards your next badge. You're all doing so well. Well done, Year 5. Speak to you soon. Bye.